Hello everyone and welcome back to the Drivers Room Endurance Championship or Acelith Design Endurance Championship. I'm your host Kimaru and today we are at the Japanese track Fuji in the Group 1 Le Mans Monsters or Division GT Group 1s. Season 5, Round 6, Tier 1. Let's get down to the grid walk and see how the fellas did in today's qualifier. For the third time, we have Smithy in pole. We have Flapjack, Gadget, Juggernaut, Senna, Mr. Sean, Purple Spice, Berkey, Ricey, Muller, and Ben. As you can see, there is a guy missing today. That is our Tier 1 champion, defending champion. Plux the Duck is not with us today or the next round because of wheel-related issues. His steering wheel caught fire and will be out for the next 2 rounds. Well, let's see how the boys got down in today's race. Alright, let's see what the mighty Audis can do today. And today we also have Gadget with a very big ABS brake problem. His brake pedals are not working properly. But we are off. The Audis should be the strongest starters on this track, as we see Flapjack going into P1 at turn 1, and Smithy's going for the cutback, and holy crap, just look at these Audis just go. Three Audis in the lead, 4 Audis in the lead, with Berkey in 4th. We have Gadget in 5th. His brake lights are flashing like a discotheque. And yeah, not good. Senna in 6th, Ricey 7th, we have Ben 8th and Muller 9th, and Sean had the worst start of all in 10th. As we see Smithy now coming through this is the short version, so no chicane. As we see Smithy about to finish his first lap. Still in the lead ahead of Flapjack with Juggernaut in 3rd, Berkey in 4th. He's got himself a little second penalty that he's trying to shake off. Penalties are quite easy to shake off on this track, as we see the gap is developing already between Smithy and Flapjack. Nitro Smith has basically been given the win in this one, I would assume. With Plux gone, maybe Smith was involved with the sabotage of Plux's wheel. We will never know. As we see Nitro Smith still in the lead, with Flapjack having Juggernaut right up his cornhole. Well, not quite just yet, but still very close. As we see Berkey trying to follow these two, and Gadget is still on the hunt, even with his discotheque of rear wheel brakes. Brake lights just flashing on. He had a pedal issue, and I did make him aware of this. As we see Arten Senna trying to follow Gadget. Must be a little bit unnerving with those disco lights. As we see Berkey, what happened to Berkey? Come back with Berkey just to see if anything transpired with the man, and it was going so well, and he goes deep, has some dirt on his tires, and loses the turn completely, leaving Gadget to sneak himself past into 4th. As we see Senna also going for the move, but we know the Audi is insanely strong on that straight. But Berkey doesn't have any hybrid. Senna is just going to cream Berkey at this point. The Audi just dies in 6th gear. And on this track you do need a lot of power, which the Hyundai has got a crap ton of. Almost said the S word there. Want to keep this as good as I can. And we see Ben all the way down in 10th. No damage. He must just have had an unlucky spin. Let's hope he can recover from that. As we see Smith just flying away with it all. Flapjack is gapping Juggernaut as we speak. No real battle on track. As we see the disco lights of Gadget again. That's got to be very unnerving for Senna. The Hyundai is quite fast in the straight. Does have decent acceleration, but yeah, the top speed is its strongest side. Just look at those disco lights. Disco Inferno. As we see, Senna isn't actually able to 326 for. So yeah, the Hyundai is about 8, maybe 10 kilometers faster than Senna. Of course, me and math don't mix, so I'm probably very wrong on that. As we see Muller ahead of Ricey. Like I said, no real battle developing as of yet. I think the drivers are just settling into their pace. Ben struggling. He's had a very bad luck of a season so far. Can't be fun just being all the way in the back all the time. So we come back to the lead as we see Flapjack is inching a little bit closer to Smith now, and Smith, as we have seen in the past 2 races, he is a little brutal on his tires. Just kills them after a few laps. I don't know why the tires die so fast on Smith's car. Maybe it's just maybe he just has the brake bands all the way to the front. Maybe that's the way he likes to drive them. Maybe there's other factors we don't know. But one thing we do know is that Smith is insanely fast and one of the most difficult people to catch. As we see him go very wide. I think he's already struggling with grip. Flapjack is very close to Smithy Boy now. As we hear tire screeching from Smith's car. Smith going very deep. I think the pressure's getting to Smithy. What's going on? There we go. Let's go for an onboard look with Flappy Jack. Or Flap Spice. Flappy Spice. Juggernaut still too far to do anything. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? What in the world? That was... What? Taking a look back with Smith and Flappy Jack. What in the world transpired? Just... What did Smith do? Did he brake too early, too late? Flapjack wasn't aware. yet another time for the asking. Let's see. I think Smith braked too late and Flapjack was not aware. Smith was in the middle of the road, and yet... Wow. They both got damage. Smithy worse than anyone. Wow. That... I am lost for words. I was hoping to see a very good overtaking move from Flapjack, and that happened. Wow. These boys are both very experienced, and I think they just were distracted of how close they were to each other. And then the corner came up, Smithy noticed that, braked too late. Flapjack was right on his heels, noticed that, and just couldn't get away. Wow. Oh, as we see Smith spinning again, just no control over those rear wheels at all. The car is dead, for other words. As we see Berkey, I think he's been into the pits. And now we have Gadget in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, this race just got interesting. As we see Juggernaut's car is suffering from tire wear, and as we've always said on this channel, Gadget is the master of tire saving, the master of tire wear, and I'm thinking he's gonna make those super soft last for at least a few more laps to go. Maybe lap 14, 15, while the others are doing shorter stints. Still a little bit distracting to see those flashing brake lights. And he just let Juggernaut through. Maybe Juggernaut's got a better pace. As we see Senna now up into third, just being given the position with Flapjack and Smithy's accident. You couldn't script that even if you wanted to. And we have Ricey in fourth, Sean in fifth. He's chasing Ricey's mighty Bugatti, the Bugatti Chiron. As we see Juggernaut going into the pits already. And we have Muller. He's also been into the pits from what we can see on the tires. Ben has not been in, but it looks like his tires are doing well. He's just keeping his head cool and doing his own race. At least he's been given 2 positions for free. As we see, Flapjack is out of the pits, fixed the damage, and got himself some new wheels. Berkey, I don't think he spun anywhere, but I think his pit stop just killed his pace. As we see Smith all the way down in last place. Let's hope he has the strength and willpower to continue. One thing we've seen from Smith is that when things go very bad, he has a small tendency to park it in the pits and maybe watch a stream of the other races, or do something else, like cleaning out his sock drawer, which is the most dangerous thing a man can do. Coming back to Gadget in first with his disco lights, Senna in second, and Juggernaut in third. Just look at the way down to Juggernaut now. And Senna and Gadget has not been in for a tire change yet. As we see Ricey and Sean going into the pits. Ricey on supers and Sean on soft. Got myself a little drink there. As we see Senna coming through. I love some of the corners on this track, but we're gonna go on board with Senna. This corner always gets me out, and these section of corners I can never seem to get right when I'm driving this track. But save for that, this is a track that is, well, it's a very good track. It does get a lot of good races in, and I've lost my train of thought. We do get a lot of good races on this track. As we see Senna going into the pits to change those horribly worn front left. Where does Senna end up? Right behind Juggernaut. That should be Senna's first stop. So 10 laps, 9 laps on the first stint. As we see Muller coming up now. He's been into the pits as well a couple of laps earlier. And doing good. Not the greatest start from Muller, but looking good. Sean now is attempting to make some ground to the lead. We have Ricey there, and then we have Flapjack, we have Berkey, and we have Smith. The strongest Audis are now in the back. And Ben has been into the pits. We see Gadget. He's going in a little bit earlier than I expected, 4 laps earlier. So this is kind of surprising to me. I expected this man to go in at least a couple of laps later, but maybe he feels that he has the edge over Juggernaut on fresher tires. Let's take a look from Senna's car again, if you can see those flashing lights. It's got to be very disturbing. Coming back on lap 21, we see Flapjack in 5th. And he's obviously made himself up the field. We see Sean in 4th. Juggernaut and Gadget has both been into the pits. Senna has been recently into the pits with Gadget in P1 at the moment. Doesn't look like the ABS problem is slowing Gadget down, at least. As we see, all players are still on track. And when I say players, I don't mean gamers, I mean, you know, well, never mind. I forgot my train of thought again. As we see Berkey coming out of the pits. Has some scratches on his front. The M4R Guru might not like the fresh paint job being damaged like that. Smithy back in 8th. Had such a good run, only to have an accident between him and Flapjack. Make it be ruined. I'm still trying to find my words. It's a little bit early for me to do these videos, even though it's 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, my brain just hasn't woken up. My brain is never awake, so to speak. As we see Muller chasing Ricey, and Smithy is chasing Muller. Ricey is trying to catch up to Flapjack. Ricey's obviously doing very good in the Bugatti. As we see the Flappy Spice coming through the difficult section. Sean now more or less been gifted the 4th place, but it's still over 30 minutes to go, or 28 minutes to go, so anything can happen in the course of that time. Juggernaut probably had a bad pit stop somewhere, lost a lot of time up to Senna and Gadget. Smithy now into the pits. Coming out on 8th again. He has the fastest lap time of 1:28.8. Good time from the Nitro Man. And Gadget is just extending his gap with an almost soundless engine. Maybe put silent mode on. Senna there. Oh, we see Muller about to overtake Ricey, and it's a good clean move, putting Muller into 6th. Nice clean move. Ricey saw that it wasn't any point to defend that. Now we can try and just stay behind Muller, get caught in the slipstream, and possibly save some more tires before he goes in for his next pit stop. Coming up with Berkey. He's looking very lonely on track. Same with Ben. I think Ben has just been keeping his nose clean and very little action, just trying to nab those points. Looks like Ben has been in the wall too, and got some scratches on his right side, but other than that, the car is looking clean for the most part. Gadget has more or less been gifted the win today, I would assume. The gap is just getting extended down to Senna. Unless Senna is saving what he's got left in the tank. We have Juggernaut right behind Senna. Maybe Juggernaut is about to challenge Senna. Senna does have very, very worn tires compared to the man behind. Maybe Senna will go in this lap or in a couple of laps. We'll see. It looks like Senna is going in this lap. That he is. Promoting Juggernaut into second. And we have Ben just slowing it down for Juggernaut. Oh, Ben's got damage. Taking a look back with Ben, what in the world happened to our Canadian friend? Going into the pits and just sliding and... What? He got reset on track? What in the world? Okay, so that happened, and Ben is not having a great day at all. Just rear end kicks out, and he ends up in the wall. Wow. Well, Gadget got through that without any problem. Just wonders what the hell happened to Ben, I guess. Or he just raises his own race. That was bizarre. Juggernaut now. Tires are starting to fall off. Not literally. But they are starting to drop off in pace and grip. As we see Senna now. Fresh tires. Probably last him for a good while. Coming back to the action, we see Ben has parked it after his unfortunate crash into the pit lane. He just has had enough of this. Gadget still in the lead with Senna in second. Gadget has been into the pits, got his tires changed, fuel probably till the end. 10 minutes remaining of the race. Senna now does a fakie to try and get Juggernaut out of his slipstream. We have a blue flag. Juggernaut and Senna both on fresh tires. This could be leading to an interesting battle towards the end, as we see Sean Muller now in fifth. Or will Flapjack come out before? Flapjack comes out after Muller. But he's got fresh tires. So does Muller. Ricey. There we have Smithy. And Berkey is going around in auto drive. He just must have thrown in the towel. Well, let's take a look at the master of tire wear. The car just sounds so silent. Now, here we have some proper noise, and we have Juggernaut right behind Senna. This might develop into a good battle for second. towards the end. Now the Audi doesn't have any more hybrid though. Not enough corners to replenish the hybrid. As we see Senna reaching 300 kph and Jagnut still reaching it, but at a much slower pace. Now he has a crap ton of hybrid to use down. Oh! A little too much power there. Still not close enough for Senna to make a move. Go down the field and take a look at the rest. We see Sean comfortably where he is alone. And we have Muller and Flapjack. Flapjack is a lot closer than what Jagnut is to Senna. Oh, just look at the speed Flapjack has. Holy crap! I think he caught Muller off guard. I think Flapjack just engaged the nitro button and it totally caught Muller off guard. As we see now, Flapjack will rocket away, but the Hyundai is extremely fast down the straight. Muller comes back to claim 5th, but then again, under braking, Flapjack will have some hybrid and he will just launch off like a rocket down this little straight. Just look at how close he is already. He's right all over Muller's gearbox and exhaust. Come on, mate. Ask him out for a date first before you get that close. And Flapjack just goes past again. Will we see another comeback move from Muller on the back straight? Start-finish straight, I mean. Neither of these boys are willing to let this go just yet, I think. Maybe Flapjack has enough power, enough gap, enough speed to stay ahead of Muller this time. Then again, the Hyundai is insanely strong down the straight. Let's take a look on board with Muller. Does he have enough slipstream to do the same move into turn 1? Before turn 1? He does! He's going for it! Will he have the inside? He has the inside and is ahead of Flapjack. Will we see the same move? Yes! Flapjack has the power down turn 2, turn 1. And he goes ahead yet again. Oh my gosh, this is making for some good racing. I think maybe Flapjack has enough gap down to Muller now to stay ahead. But damn, that was awesome. 2-3 laps in a row and they're just not willing to quit. They're not willing to yield, either of them. Let's see if Muller can grab some ground. No, I think he's too far behind right now. Yep, too far behind. Wow, that was awesome to see. As we see Ricey trying to fend off Smith. They both have the same amount of worn tires. But Smithy does have that little edge of a hybrid, but it's just a sliver. Does Smith have enough power to catch up to Ricey, possibly pass him. Goes on the inside into turn 1, and Ricey doesn't even defend it. As we see Gadget about to claim this. And we have Senna still in front of Juggernaut, and Juggernaut is a lot closer, but will it be close enough? That's the big question now. Juggernaut does not have enough power to keep up with the mighty Bugatti. He just lacks that hybrid. It doesn't recharge fast enough through the final corner. He does have a lot of speed after turn 1, but it just isn't enough. He gains ground on Senna and then just loses it because of not being able to recharge that hybrid at all. At this point, the hybrid is really killing Juggernaut. It's so inconsistent. Either he has hybrid or he hasn't got hybrid. Just getting out of that dirty air to cool down his car. Trying to look for any move possible. We have gone into the final lap. As we see Gadget finishing. Senna now. Will he be able to stay ahead of Mr. Juggernaut? Does not look like Juggernaut has a chance at this point. So well done to Senna. Well done to Juggernaut. Well done to Sean for sticking in there and grabbing a good clean 4th. Looks like he's stayed out of trouble as well. Flapjack has had a little bit more action. Some accidents, some unfortunate stuff happened to Flapjack, but he still managed to get 5th. Muller has had a good run. Smithy, not so good, but stuck in there. And Ricey. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time.